in this section, we're going to be learning about how to say that you like something. So I like and you like. For now, we're not going to be looking at how to say what someone else likes, what he, she, or they like, or what we like. We're just looking at the two for what I like and what you like. There's going to be three key things to note here. So the first one is what the verb for to like is and what it actually means. The pronouns that we need to use when we're talking about what I like and what you like, and also how we conjugate the verb for to like to fit the structure based on if what we like is singular or plural. So the first thing, let's introduce what to like is in Spanish, and that is the verb gustar. Now technically, this verb doesn't translate directly as to like, but to be pleasing. So when in English we might say, I like the book, in Spanish what you're actually saying is, the book is pleasing me. It almost comes across like a reflexive verb, but instead of to be pleasing myself, something else is pleasing me, or something else is pleasing you. So when we're talking about the pronouns that we need for the I form, for the yo form, is me, and the pronouns that we need for the you form, the tu form, is te. These are the same as the reflexive pronouns we looked at earlier in the course, but for the other subject pronouns they change, but that's a topic for a later date. And now, in terms of the conjugation, we don't conjugate the verb in the same way as before. It's kind of like a conjugation, but we don't conjugate it based on the subject pronoun. We just change the verb based on whether we're talking about a singular thing or something that's plural. So if I'm talking about something that I like and it's singular, like el libro, the book, one book, I use gustar. G-U-S-T-A, gustar. If I'm talking about something that I like, but there's multiple, the books, then we use gustan, G-U-S-T-A-N, to represent that when we're talking about the noun, it's a plural noun. So for example, in the I form, me gusta el libro, I like the book. When it's now multiple things, when it's multiple books, me gustan los libros. If I wanted to say that you like something, now let's say that we're going to talk about houses, I would say te gusta la casa, because it's about you, so we're using te, and it's singular, so we're using gusta. So te gusta la casa. If we're talking about the houses, I would say te gustan las casas, because it's about you and it's plural. So we've got te and gustan. So now that I know how to say what I like and I know how to say what you like, I can ask you a question using intonation, like we mentioned before, to ask you things about what you like. So I could ask you, ¿te gusta la casa? So it starts flat, and then at the end it kind of hooks up. ¿Te gusta la casa? ¿Te gusta la comida? How that directly translates is, the food pleases you, but with intonation it's like, the food pleases you? You like the food? Do you like the food? ¿Te gusta la comida? And we can just replace that with anything we want to ask about. ¿Te gusta la casa? ¿Te gusta el libro? And then for some plural examples as well, ¿te gustan los libros? ¿Te gustan las casas? Etc, etc. So just to summarize, we need to make sure we're using gustar, which means to be pleasing. We need to use the correct pronoun, me or te, and we need to make sure that we've conjugated it. It's not really a conjugation, but that we've changed gustar to be gustar if it's singular, or gustan if it's plural. And then if we want to ask questions, we just use our intonation to do so.